So I'm not quite sure how much of this I've shown you guys, so I thought I'd just show you some of these snipes I've been getting, just because I haven't been able to list them instantly, so I've kind of just sniped them and moved on. So Dak here for 1550, an Alessandrini for 15250, a Rugani for 15, a Gnabry for 15, a Lorente for 1550, a Lucas for 13, a Pozzelio for 1550, and a Aranguez for 15, sorry. Dilce Viesta for 15, we've got a Simone right here for 13. If head over to the next page, we've got nothing. I just thought I'd show you that because I'm not quite sure if I've broken it up and shown you, because as I say, I don't really have any room on the transfer list, so I haven't been able to list them. Yeah, guys, show you guys the next. Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome to episode 18 of Simply the Best, my road to glory, where I trade to the best versions of as many cards as possible. So I'm going to give you a little overview of how the last investment went. Didn't actually go too well because they lowered the chemistry and all my investments were for lower chemistry. I ended up selling the Dela Phase for 200 coins less than what I bought them for. The Arnautovic is 200 coins less than I bought them for. The Sule's for 1k more than I bought them for. And a lot of the cards just for less than I bought them for. Probably means I took about a 50k loss after everything. So, you know, it happens. They changed the requirements. One thing I'm actually deciding not going to do on the Road to Glory is do the unassigned method anymore, because the problem with the unassigned method is, normally what I do, I guess if I wasn't doing a YouTube video or Road to Glory sort of thing, I just have them sitting there and just chill all day and maybe just buy a few cards, sell a few cards. Because I want to give you guys like lots of different content and not just literally be, oh, I'm investing in these, selling these, investing in these, selling these. I think that'd be kind of dead. I'm just going to keep it to me having the 35 cards on my transfer list and the 96 there on my the 96 there on there. Not gonna lie though, I actually haven't looked at these, and especially know the Garais are up to about 3k, so on the other hand, I did think I made a bit of a loss. I don't think we've done too badly, because actually I also have a few Garais chilling here, and obviously Garais, the guy, is going to bring me in some money. Yeah, we've got another 2 right there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, so, and then one at club 24, and then whatever's on the thing. So we've probably got about probably about 40 Garais, which is pretty decent. So what I'll do right now is, although we have unassigned items, because we have less than 35, and it always shows you 35, we can actually get underway of doing a little bit of sniping, because the inform card will always pop up. So, time to have a little look what they're going for this morning. Of course, we've seen them going for like 70k. So the cards are actually down a little bit at the moment, because that's how we've seen them where they've been going for 17k, which is kind of insane. So now all gold special cards seem to be going for, let's say 16k is pretty safe. So we kind of want to get them under 15.5 if we're going to be safe. But wow, doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. Looks like I'm going to be very careful when I'm sniping. I'm going to have to snipe normally, but basically look for cards that are only 15k and under. And we missed the first release. But yeah, I'll say we'll show you guys when we get our first deal. So, we literally got a snipe in like no time. Now, I've got to snipe this guy. I have no idea if he actually is any good. I'm looking like his kit's sick. His card's less so. So, right here, let's say 20k, 19k. So if I go try and list them maybe for, I guess, just base 19 should be good. I think we bought him for, how much did we buy him for? Bought him for 16, so yeah, if I go sell him for 19, I think we make ourselves about, I mean, let's just take 1k, basically about 2k profit right there, so not too shabby on the Li Dong Gong Yok. So this is what I mean by I have unassigned items, but because I have less than 35, they're always going to be popping up, so there you go, a Li Don Guk, and as I say, hopefully we managed to flip 1k profit on him, but not a bad snipe, and as I say, literally took me no time. Nothing amazing right here, it's actually only 200 coins after tax, but yeah, just got ourselves a carry. Honestly, don't think he's going to be going for too much, yeah. Yeah, that's basically, so we get 200 coins after tax, nothing amazing, but I just thought I'd say, deals are really hard to get, especially when you're not sniping players for... So if I was sniping at 1550, I just buy everyone, but because I'm sniping at 16k, and how I snipe, there has to be silver informs on the market, it just doesn't work in my favour, this sort of sniping technique, because I've got to check the player, check the price, and by the time you've sometimes done that, nothing's popping up, so on to the next deal. So, we've gone and got ourselves a Hamoud. Now, I presume that Hamoud is going for not much more than 16k. That's actually looking a little bit more promising. Let's go like 1650, so rather than 200 coins, it's going to turn around 700 coins. Whoa! Oh, so exciting. Alright, so there we go. Just going to go and let's go up and show you guys the next deal. So we've managed to get ourselves another deal, and that goes by the name of Mr. Gulam over here. Not too bad, I don't think. 15k with a shadow, and he goes for 1750. Not bad, I guess. 17k by the looks things. Ooh, just under. We'll get another 1650 again, which will get us another 700 coins. Yeah, it is what it is, you know. We'll take it, and but we're just waiting on that. We're waiting on a really good deal. These deals have been a little bit slow at the moment, but yeah, see you guys with the next deal. So we've just gone and done this Flash SCC, cost me 3.6k, meh pack, gives me 3 rare gold, 3 rares, 6 of silver, 6 of bronze, sorry, 6 of silver, 6 of gold, 3 rares between them. And I don't know if we're quite guaranteed a whole lot of disappointment in the pack. We could easily get like 3 rare silvers coming back. 3.6, there really shouldn't be anything to lose. We also get a board. Wow, the excitement is just brimming through me. Can we get Ronaldo? No, it's Neymar. No, it's not Neymar, it's Oscar. No, it's Giuliani. But Dan, Oscar isn't in the game. Yeah, I know. Okay, you know, I was just saying names put to my head. Instead we get Giuliani. Lovely. We have like another. I mean, got Harry Maguire. Good old Harry Maguire. Everyone's favourite guy. Good old Harry Maguire. Hey, I guess that pack was actually really good in the end. There you go. Good old Harry Maguire. On to the probably some next nights we'll be doing. So, we're going to do a little bit of investing right now because, of course, I predict we're going to get another Festival of Foot SBC repeatable today as the Flash SBC. Now, I've been going looking through these players and kind of seeing who has the most coins between the Xbox price and the PlayStation price. Why have I done this? Because, obviously, they've gone up an Xbox due to get them a little bit rarer, but, of course, because there's more supply on PlayStation, they haven't gone up as much. And the player who is 84 rated, who I found, is Kimmich. Now, there's another one of Dani Alves, but he's not currently in pack, so he might be a bit of an iffy one to trade with. But we got the likes of Kimmich. Now, another thing on top of this, Kimmich has gone up to 7k for previous ones. So what I'll actually do is I'll probably buy up to 3.7k, I think, right now. Which is, again, still 1.3k cheaper than what they are on Xbox. I'm actually going to go check how much room we have on the transfer list, just so we know. Okay, we got 16 to buy then. So I guess we'll start at 3.5 and then just keep buying until we bought 16. So there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. However, I'm also going to decide to do the trading is I'm not actually going to do the unassigned method where I can buy unlimited players. Because the problem with doing that means if I want to do, let's say, an SBC or do sniping, yeah, I can't do it. And because, of course, I don't want to, like, kill you guys with content as such, I'm not going to do that. So we're just going to keep it on the 100 on our transfer list and 50 on our watch list. So now going to go up here to 3.7. I believe I've bought... Okay, we still got quite a lot there. But I believe I've bought 5 so far, so we got another... What, another 9, I guess? We won't probably buy... We'll buy another 5, basically. Maybe another 6. See how it goes. Just because then I also want to do a bit of informed trading, so I'll have to sell a few on then. As well, there we go. In fact, we'll take that right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's another... That probably leaves us another, what, 6 spaces or something along the lines of that. Yeah, it leaves us 6 spaces. So what we'll do is we'll probably pick out some more Kimmiches, probably bid on some more Kimmiches. And on top of that, I'm also happy with the price of Garay. So, of course, Garay did make the team yesterday. I do think 2.9k for his default card is pretty decent. And yeah, so I might pick some more, pick up some more Garays either on bid or buy now. So time to either do a little bit more sniping or I'll come back to you when we maybe go and pick up some different investments. Because I might also go with another player I'm also interested in is David Luiz. Because David Luiz has this card right here, sorry, has 11k between this bid and buy now. I feel like he's a popular card. I feel like he can be put into big SVCs. And I think he's only like 1k less than the other 86s. Therefore, I think he could go up because, I mean, looking at these other sort of cards, because these are very safe investments because they're not in packs, so they can't be like flooded on the market. I think, you know, looking at players who are high rated defaultly, you have Sanchez, obviously not very good to go with. And then like that, you should have David Luiz, Dani Alves, the other highest, followed by Torre and Garay. But that's that little segment. As I'll jump, I don't know what's going to be next, but on to the next bit. So we're going to got this guy right here, Endo, going for 15k. Going to be selling for 17. I think the cheapest on the market for him is like 18, but you know, so he's not a very demanded card, so I don't know who's quite buying. Yeah, maybe go 17.50 even. So that flips us round about a I don't know, I think at the end about 1.8k profit in him, which is not too shabby. We've also sold all our cards, so we don't have any unassigned cards, which is brilliant. And makes sniping a little bit nicer for me. And another deal, just got myself a Zielinski right here for 15, so I thought I'll just show you what the price is going for. Let's say it's going for about 18, so I guess another 17.50 right here, just so we can sell him on with, you know, reasonable speed, I guess. So, yeah. 7.50 for the old Zielinski, matey. Happy, happy days. So we're going to got ourselves a McCree right now. We're actually going for 12.50, so I don't normally snipe the silvers like this, but I've been having a bit of a mess, so I'll take what I can get. And, you know, I'm going to try and sell him for... We won't go try and be too ambitious, but we'll say 16.50. So that should turn me around about a 3.8k profit, I think, after tax, just under 4k. So yeah, not bad. Actually, I think it might be a little bit less, but yeah, on to the next... Oh, God, I didn't mean to buy him for that. Whatever. I meant to compare price, but I guess we just bought this guy. We'll sell him for whatever we bought him for. I'm not too fussed. We'll join the movement of selling our silvers for that. On to the next card. Yeah, didn't really want that. I'll lose like 500 coins. Completely irrelevant. What I normally say is if I do make losses, they are normally relatively irrelevant towards the games. You know, I gained a few 100k, but I might lost like 20k or something like that on some players. But yeah, enough about that. On to the next deal. Okay, so we've got our good friend 2 Meter Peter. I do love 2 Meter Peter. You know, that's like his football I can most relate to, and he's a good old Pompey player. You know, and then from there he went and played for Stoke. So you know, his mistake. But actually, I don't think he went straight from the Pompey to Stoke. But there we go. Going to list him up for about 1650. Made himself about 3k on you know, 2 Meter Peter. But on to the next deal. You know, not going to be anywhere near as big as that one. As in height wise, you know, not as in like coin. Yeah. Next deal. Oh, Moses! Oh, for God's sake, Jesus help me. It's Jesus and Moses and Christian stuff. So we're just going to got ourselves another snipe. 16.5. Bought for 15. Don't really think there's anything too mad here. On to the next. So we're just going to go on and got ourselves an Alexander-Arnold trainer. We have paid 16k for him because we have to do this annoying thing where we have to try to snipe them at 16k. Now there is one there for 16,750. But other than that, they're all about 19k. Oh no, they're all about. So I guess I'm going to have to go 1750 for him. So let's go and list Mr. Alexander-Arnold trend of 1750. After tax, I don't think at the, what was I going to say? At the end of after tax, I don't think it's anything amazing. I think it's like 700-800 coins. But, yeah, on to the next deal. I hate sniping like this. Hate sniping where I have to go 16k. Because I don't want to get them for 16k. And the only ones I want to buy are the ones for less than 16k. But, on to the... So, in my chat, we've been having a long discussion about how we're going to bring the World Cup home. And, talking about English players, we've got ourselves Ashley Young. A player that may be getting his hands on the old World Cup. And... actually, I think because he's having a good performance in the World Cup, is worth about 18.5k, which is pretty decent. That means we're going to be taking home on that card about 3k, and happy days. There we go. Ashley Young making us some dinero. To the next deal. Oh, there's a good ball cut. We're not going to be able to win him, are we? I mean, if we could, it would have been good. But yeah, next card. Next. So just won ourselves a Jermaine, and we won this guy. No, we didn't, but we won ourselves a Jermaine for 15k if I'm not wrong. We're listing up here for 17k, so we're going to take home about, I think, 1k and a little bit, 1.2k, so not too bad on the Jermaine. On to the next deal. So we're going to start ourselves another card, a Meti for 15, going to be listing up for 17, which means we make another 1.2k profit. On towards the next snipe, yeah. So we just managed to get ourselves a Gnabry right here for 15k, and I completely forgot that I have this thing right now where I actually have these unassigned. So, I actually wanted a Gnabry and a Sylvester right here for 15k. I'll actually get back to them when I've done this, because I actually need to send all these guys right here, because I actually need to send all the cards I bidded on to the transfer list. So I need to work on getting all these to the transfer list before I can sell my snipes. But there are some snipes we got right there, Sylvester and Gnabry. But yeah, on to the next deal we win. So we managed to get ourselves Predator again for 15k. Question is, how much is he going for? 18, 17. How much is he going for? 17, maybe 1750. Yeah, we'll say 1750 for him. Not the best in the world actually, but still make us have like maybe 1.2k or so. But there you go. Back underway, being able to sell the informs as well because I've managed to clear out all the garages, which is pretty good. But yeah, now on to Zenit. So I can't list this card, but we got ourselves Lucas. I'm very sure he'd be going between the likes of 16 to 17k. Got him for 13. So yeah, probably another 1 to 2k profit on the likes of Lucas right here. Not too bad. No, I have no idea who the hell's buying Lucas because he's the one to watch who isn't current. And I don't understand who's buying him, but yeah, 6 to 17k still. Not too shabby. On to the next deal. So I'm not quite sure how much of this I've shown you guys, so I thought I'd just show you some of these snipes I've been getting, just because I haven't been able to list them instantly, so I've kind of just sniped them and moved on. So Dak here for 1550, an Alessandrini for 15250, a Rugani for 15, a Gnabry for 15, a Lorente for 1550, a Lucas for 13, a Pozzellio for 1550, and a Aranguez for 15, sorry. Dilce Viesta for 15, we got a Simone right here for 13. If head over to the next page, we've got nothing. I just thought I'd show you that because I'm not quite sure if I've broken it up and shown you because, as I say, I don't really have any room on the transfer list, so I haven't been able to list them. So we got our next deal right here with the likes of Theo Walcott. Not quite sure about picking them up for 1550, but it's brilliant. I can't check his price. Sick bit of recording. This is gonna be. I'll use Fitbin quickly. So it says Walcott is 18.5k, which actually means this card which I got for 15.5 is pretty decent. On to the next deal. So, on to another deal. God damn it, it seems to be easy getting them for 15.50. Hey, it's literally the exact same scenario, because what happened was, someone went and sold on, listed up the Walcott, sold him on, and so I completely forgot I'm going to be in this scenario. So, E-R-O-K. How much are you worth? Bought you for 15.5, selling you probably for 17, or just under. Probably not going to make much money. Sick. Next deal. So, England, this is YouTube by the way. So, England have just won by goals. They beat IKEA. IKEA got absolutely slapped up. Now, we're going to go and... oh, by the way, loads of people disliked my last video because I put It's Coming Home. But that's because those guys aren't quite sure about their lives. But we're about to go get ourselves an SBC right now. Holy shit, we got quite a lot of stuff. That's a feel repeatable. Well, you. Oh, that's just ended. How long is it out for? 59 minutes? Presumably untradeable, right? Why is that only out for an hour? Oh, that's so shit. That's honestly so shit. What do you mean it's only out for an hour? What do you mean it's only out for an hour? EA, do you not understand that people at the moment are really, really on the edge of leaving your game? And you're going to release one of your biggest SBCs for a shitting hour? Like, EA, do you not understand? I'm going to be trading for this. I do apologise, but EA, do you not understand people on the edge of not playing your games? And you only released the SBC for an hour. For an hour. Dude, what if I was busy, you know, doing the, you know, that might take me an hour and I might have missed the SBCs, you know? What if, you know? Hey, what's your explanation there? Obviously I was talking about lowering the Morn. But yeah, let's go see what Sule's like. We'll probably go try and buy a few of him. It's an absolute joke. Actually is an absolute joke. Absolute joke. Absolute joke. Why? Like, in January, I don't even want to invest for it, you know? And I'm leaving all this in the video, you know? Now, I'm an advocate of VA, because I think people who normally hating it, I think normally the points they make are stupid, you know? Normally they just say stuff that just wouldn't work, because if they got the stuff they wanted, they wouldn't be happy. It's almost like some people are like, oh, just give us unlimited icon SVCs in World Cup mode, and well, that would ruin it. But I'm just lost, you know? And it's disappointing, you know? Because it does... don't get me wrong, right? EA have been very good in touch. Now, I fully rate the EA Brazilian guy and the EA Corey, who I have no idea if he's English or American still, because he always tweets about it's coming home, but I guess it's the closest to it being home for Americans. But I tell you what, this is just out of touch. This is honestly out of touch. Now, if they're maybe going to release something in an hour, that would be the only way or the only logic, but that's so out of touch, releasing the most demanded SBC. Like, may I just say, right? I'm pretty sure every week it's at least been out for 2 hours. Well, I can't believe it. I don't understand why they've done this. But I'm not really going to invest in this, I'm going to be completely honest, just because you only have an hour to sell your cards. Because if you don't sell them in this hour, you sell them in 4 days' time, when I believe when the World Cup's over, they're going to release loads of SBCs and maybe do a tradable and untradeable one. But personally, I believe that's a bit of a joke. I think it's stupid. So, not going to invest in this one. The next segment, you'll probably see me crying, or something along the lines of that. Honestly, I'm just disappointed. Like, I'm not one for that, you know, because I pretend that I love EA, so EA want to work with me. I'm joking. Some people have actually kind of said that I don't want to criticize EA because on them, but like, I think this is just, you know, even if I was like Germany, if I was like, I guess, working with EA now, and even an EA partner, I'd so say how out of touch this is. Because it's such a demanded SBC. These players are quote-unquote rare, you know. Now, don't get me wrong. I think a lot of people aren't understanding that these players are near enough Team of the Season players. And therefore, they're saying that these are so rare. But, you know, I guess with Team of the Season, more packs were open. We also got those SBCs where you get, like, one untradeable as such. But I just believe this is out of touch. I do believe, like, for an hour, not 2 hours, not half a day, not 24 hours, 1 hour. Because the problem with this, right, is... from our knowledge, we probably won't get any content until the World Cup's over. The World Cup is over in 4 days, so that's, you know, it's 4 days. But, for 4 days, well, like, we're just be waiting. We're going to have marquee matches. We're going to have the team of the toys. You know, it just sucks, man. Because, honestly, the content for the next 4 days, unless they are honestly dropping absolute bangers of flash SBCs, It's just disappointing. Honestly disappointing. But yeah, so, you know, basically I've just decided to rant for 6 minutes. I actually couldn't care less. I've just used 6 minutes of ranting to fill this video up and make it closer to the 20-30 minute mark. But I'm obviously joking about that sort of stuff. But no, it's disappointing, man. I do think it's out of touch because it's what the community wants, and they're giving it to us for such little time. And bear in mind, we're not expecting too much within the rest of SVCs. It's just disappointing. So so yeah, thanks for watching this little bit. On to the next bit. Thank you very much, guys, for watching episode 18 of Simply the Best. I'm actually going to end off with just some spontaneous stuff I want to do. First, I'll just say we've got 400k sitting around, and the only other players sitting around in my club now are players who aren't in packs for a whole week because, of course, they have the South American heroes and they're not in packs for the 11th. So I'm just going to let these kind of age and go up a such boy for 1-7, which is quite nice because he's already up to 3-2. Got some Zabaledas, got some Gian players. I'll listen them up for a little bit more than what I'm listening them up for. And got 2 informs. Now, today's episode, you know, was a little bit disappointing because, of course, that Flash SVC I thought would be amazing was released for 1 hour. Honestly, don't think EA have grasped what people want. Maybe they've got reasons for that, so who knows. What I'm actually going to show you is stuff I'm going to be doing in the next few episodes because I understand we've just had a lot of informed sniping, so I'm going to show you a little bit of investing we're going to be doing. First off being for marquee matchups. I use a website called FIFA Analytics for that, and if I can remember, I'll link in the description. That'd be very impressive though, because I just copy and paste my description whenever I do that. But if I did use the FIFA Analytics site, it'd make its way into every description from now onwards. That'd be pretty impressive. You know, little plug right there to literally a site I've been using all year. So enough about that. Another thing which I think is quite interesting, I'm just going to show you over on Foothead right now. Wrong thing right there. And this is the card generator. Now, I believe that we might get World Cup Festival of Foot cards. Sorry, footies. And this is because if I go over here, we've got all the different cards on FIFA, and they've got Road to Russia. Now, Road to Russia is EA's indicator that it's a World Cup related card, but not in the World Cup mode. And there right here is Contender and Selected. Now, this might just be names that Footbin gave it to them, but I think it's interesting that this is a World Cup card which we're yet to see. Therefore, as a result, I believe that we're going to get World Cup related footies. So this may be like best goal, hardest worker, I don't know, best defender, safe hands, which is going to be goalkeepers, best pair, best duo, best young player, you know, and so on, or best player of the knockouts. And we'll just have teams upon teams upon teams, and I believe we'll have the same sort of thing. So I'll be doing a little bit of investing in that. So once again, thanks for watching episode 18 of the Simply Best. Now, actually, one thing I'm gonna plug in this video. So if you guys are interested in trading and are unaware, on the Twitch channels and Primes, right, you can subscribe to a streamer for free. Now, the reason I'm plugging this right here is not because, you know, it's like, yo, already, you know, use your Amazon Prime. It's because actually what I offer for my subs on Amazon with, I guess, my Twitch subs is actually trading guides. And now I'm talking about this path of growth thing. I released a trading guide on that 2 days ago for that. So I normally drop a lot of information first on there and just do, basically I do trading guides every 2 days, which I'd say if you haven't used your Amazon Prime or you haven't any idea what Twitch is, basically it's a streaming website. I'm a streamer. It'd be very impressive if you have never heard of my Twitch, but somehow pondered across my YouTube. But so yeah, just a bit of a plug. I say you get something every 2 days. They're 15 to 16 pages long with 4 to 7 pages of brand new information in each guide. They're about an hour and a half to 3 hours right up, and on top of that, you got my Twitter DMs and business emails. You can ask me any individual questions, you know. So it's, I say you get all that stuff for free, and you can use the Amazon Prime every month, or you know, pay if you really want. But once again, thanks for watching the video. I thought I'd do a little bit of plug because I think that's like probably what I'll do in the future videos. I'll have like maybe just a pre-made video advertising it, because I don't think it's bad to advertise. People who are watching a trading series, it's like, yo, if you just make an account quickly, subscribe to the channel, bang, you get extra content off me, which is like trading guides and such. And I said I really don't think it'd hurt the videos because, you know, I don't really have a sponsor as such, and I think it's quite a good idea. So yeah, once again, thanks for watching the video. Sorry about that. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow with episode 19.